settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA ready to roll. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bruins offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Off play action on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Thomas. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Martin will throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Here comes the option. Rides the back and leaves it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Martin back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bruins. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes the grab down the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Martin will throw it. That's caught. It's Webb. Oh, he's got some space.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Under fire. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the ground, it's Ray. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Martin back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And that lead grows even bigger.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
Coming out with it, it's McLaurin. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Martin will throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got a man, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll pull it down and run. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he missed it. No good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but if you have a 20-point lead, life is good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Martin back to pass. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2nd down coming up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they try to go option. QB gets tackled for a loss. Now, play caller, you got to be careful with all these QB runs. You don't want your guy taking so many hits because now you're risking injury. You got to be careful how many times you want him keeping the football.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Pressure coming, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 46, set to kick it off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab deep. Open spaces. Touchdown Bruins! And the punishment has been extended.
And And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Now on second down. Martin will throw it. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Bruins will punt this, and he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And some room to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Martin back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
The give is to Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Terrapins are marching down the field. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. I mean, this guy has some serious guts from his own end zone. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Big guy smells it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense had the look they liked. Tight ends are such matchup problems because of their size and because of their athleticism. And this offense does a nice job moving this guy around, especially in this area of the field.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Bruins want to move quickly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Martin back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going for 6. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Steps away. Fires on the move. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fielded in the end zone, it's McLaurin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play 1st and 10 from their own 49. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Martin will throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Maryland! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.